What's up, world? This is the TYSK report where I bring you the things you should know happening in the world of technology. Here's some tech news you've missed last week. In the first article, the US Treasury is using AI, a vehicle for fraud, to detect fraud. So it says here, AI has been used to defraud people through everything from calling voters to faking celebrity giveaways. Now, the US Treasury Department claims machine learning AI has played a critical part in its enhanced fraud detection processes over the past year. Now, in a new release, the Treasury states it prevented and recovered fraud and improper payments worth over $4 billion over the last fiscal year from October 2023 to September 2024. This number represents a tremendous increase from the previous year, which reached just $652.7 million. One-fourth of the $4 billion apparently comes from recovery by expediting the identification of Treasury check fraud with machine learning AI. Now, the Treasury plans to share the technology with other federal agencies, though some have already implemented their own. The IRS, for example, have taken steps to use AI to find tax evaders, automate services, and conduct audits. So that's just some updated news when it comes to utilizing AI to help fight fraud, and who knows, even more agencies will continue to start implementing AI even more than they already have, and who knows, maybe they have even more type of technology that they're using that we don't even know about. So I will keep you updated if any type of other news related to this comes out. Let's move on to the next article. GM will start making money on EVs this year, says CEO. Now, GM is about to start making money on its electric vehicles by the end of this year, and it's right on schedule, according to CEO Mary Barra. Now, Barra also told the publication that GM will still phase out the sales of its internal combustion engine ICE vehicles by 2035, a goal set in 2021, alongside a promise to be carbon neutral by 2040. Right now, Tesla sells the most EVs in the US and has been making a profit on them alone since 2021. The second largest producer of EVs in the country is Ford, but it has been posting more than $1 billion in losses for the first 2 quarters of this year on its Model E electric vehicle division. Other pure EV players like Rivian and Lucid aren't making money on their vehicles and are hanging on thanks to outside investors. Only a handful of GM-made vehicles like the Chevy Equinox and Blazer EV qualify for incentives right now, but it's making investments to lower battery prices and get those tax incentives for consumers. One of GM's big new plans is to open a new battery cell development center in 2027 in Warren, Michigan, and GM is also building a new $3.5 billion EV battery plant in Indiana with Samsung SDI, as well as another in Lansing, Michigan with LG. GM and LG will also have increased production at currently operational plants in Spring Hill, Tennessee, and Warren, Ohio. So that's just some updated news when it comes to GM. They are also connected to Cruise, which is autonomous vehicle company. So because they're building out these battery plants, I wonder if they're moving more towards the infrastructure space, because as of right now, Tesla has a large foothold on the EV market in the US. But we'll see what happens as time moves along. Maybe things will change. Maybe they will team up with another car company, or maybe this is all just a push to help bring people more towards the world of EVs. But we'll see what happens next. I will keep you updated. Let's move on to the next article. So right now, Google has been in the news a lot for this Notebook LM, and it says here, Google's Notebook LM now lets you guide the hosts of your AI podcasts. Interesting. Now, Google's Notebook LM now lets you customize its podcast like audio overviews. Before you generate a discussion using the note-taking app, you can give your AI hosts instructions about what topic you like them to focus on, or even tailor their discussions for different audiences. Google launched Notebook's LM's audio overviews last month with 2 AI hosts that offer a lively discussion of your research. The company notes that its audio overviews aren't meant to be a comprehensive or objective overview of a topic, and are simply a reflection of the sources that you've uploaded and any instructions you provide. In addition to taking the experimental label off Notebook LM, Google is introducing background listening to audio overviews, allowing you to listen to the AI host discussion while you work in other areas of the app. Last month, Google also added the ability for Notebook LM to dig deeper into YouTube videos with transcriptions. So this is just some updated information from Google. If you've utilized this tool, comment down below in the comment section what you used it for and how you're liking it so far. Let's move to the next article. Drone delivery upgraded by FAA to beyond line of sight. Drone delivery service Drone Express has rebranded as DEXA after the Federal Aviation Administration, FAA, certified its Part 135 application, which allows it to make commercial beyond visual line of sight deliveries. The rebrand represents a pivotal moment for the company as it moves from a commercial operator under the FAA's Part 107 or Small Unmanned Aircraft System ruled to a full-fledged air carrier authorized to conduct autonomous BVLOS flights for compensation. DEXA is now one of the 6 drone delivery companies, including Amazon, Google, and Zipline, with Part 135 certification. And here is a short video for the drone delivery, so let's check it out real quick. Fair use. All right, so when that box dropped, I'm sure you were like, yo, that hit the ground pretty hard. But who knows what was inside? They are perfecting this type of technology, and it looks like drone deliveries are continuing to be utilized to kind of sample different products. We shall see what happens with drone delivery. I know it's been something that's been talked about for a while now, and they are testing this out in different areas of the US. We shall see if it's going to be as prevalent as getting things delivered via from Uber or someone from Lyft or through your Amazon packages and things like that. We'll see what happens next. I'll make sure to keep you updated. Let's move on to the next article. Heirloom plans to turn CO2 directly into fuel for cargo ships and eventually airplanes. Now, Fedora and Barde started Heirloom in 2023 to refine the DAC technology, and DAC stands for direct air capture, that Barde had been working on. Most DAC companies focus on capture part of the process. It is not easy or cheap. Even at today's elevated levels, CO2 represents just 0.04 of the air we breathe. Once captured, many DAC startups then have to find a buyer for the carbon dioxide. They can compress it and sell it to oil companies, which force it into reservoirs to squeeze out more oil, thereby blunting it as a solution for climate change. Or they might sell it to a sequestering startup, which simply injects it deep into the earth for storage. Still, other companies might sell it to chemical companies, which transport it to their facilities to turn it into other compounds. To cut out that step, Heirloom has developed a material that, in a 2-step process, absorbs carbon dioxide and transforms it into another compound. For now, Heirloom is focused on using the CO2 that's already in the atmosphere, but Fedora said the company has run tests using up to 15% carbon dioxide, so it's possible the material could be used to capture the gas from some industrial processes. So that's just a nice update when it comes to something outside of what you normally hear. Turning carbon dioxide into fuel will be really interesting and cool, not only to know about, but to also see. So we shall see what happens next with this. And to give you a quick update of what's going on with the White House now considers expanding NVIDIA's and AMD's AI chip export limits to additional countries. Now, the Biden administration has privately discussed capping sales of advanced AI chips from NVIDIA and AMD to certain Persian Gulf countries in the interest of national security. The latest reported discussions could indicate that the U.S. officials are worried about the Persian Gulf's global influence over the AI industry. This year, Saudi Arabia reportedly planned to launch a $40 billion fund to invest in AI technology, while OpenAI reportedly held discussions with a UAE-backed investment fund over participating in its latest $6.6 billion funding round. So as the world of technology continues to move along, these companies are doing all types of different things and transforming the world as we know it. So it's important for you to stay informed because it could have some type of impact on your life. And in order to stay informed, you need to be subscribed. So make sure you subscribe to this channel and check out these 2 videos right here where I talk more about the things you should know happening in the world of technology.